How many of you desire to persuade more people more effortlessly to buy the things you're selling? Type in the comments, I do. And how many of you would love to have more people buy more from you more happily? Type in yes. Then you're definitely in the right place at the right time, because today I'm going to uncover a golden secret that I discovered for converting more of the people that are searching for the solution you provide. And what's interesting is that it's been hidden under our noses for all these years. If you're new to my channel, make sure to like and subscribe to continue receiving great reviews. I used to look at my funnels and the conversion rate and wonder why so many people were bouncing. Why wasn't I converting at a higher rate? I mean, I'm getting visitors, people are clicking, and I think my conversion rates are pretty good. But even with a good 30% conversion rate, that means that 70% of people are saying, I'm interested, but then leaving. So what's happening to that large chunk of people? Why are they leaving? Little did I know that there was something that I wasn't doing that was encouraging them to leave, and I had no idea what was happening. It wasn't until I was sitting in the audience at Funnel Hacking Live in 2021, and I listened to a presentation from Mike and AJ Schmidt from Agency Coach. Now, they explained how they were increasing the discoverability, the leads opting in, and the conversion rates for many of their clients by implementing this sales funnel hub strategy. It was really interesting, but I wasn't sure if these principles would apply to me. I decided to look into a few other people who've made millions of dollars with this same sales funnel hub strategy. And what I found was pretty amazing. I found that although this is super easy to implement and anyone can do it, that no one else was doing this. And it's probably the main reason for the low opt-in and conversion rates. So what I did was I found the 10 control sales funnel hubs that have implemented these strategies. Now, these are 10 funnel hubs that are crushing it using this sales funnel hub model, and they're setting the standards for using this model. I took those 10 and I studied them, and I found out what they were doing that was unique and different. Then I funnel hacked them and I put them into a swipe file, and I'll tell you how to get access to it if you stick around until the end of this video. Now, in this swipe file, I noted all of the unique and different features that are outside of what you normally see on funnel pages or even on websites. And this is what's responsible for their massive success. So then I started using these principles for my own funnel hubs and for my own clients, and I've seen conversion and opt-in rates jump 30% on average, which is larger than most people's standard conversion rate. Now, after seeing what a major advantage having a sales funnel hub is, I decided to summarize the strategies that I learned and make this presentation that you are about to watch. Now, you know how there is one thing that you wish you could implement in your business to 10x your sales and conversions, and you know how you can't seem to pinpoint exactly that one thing that will increase your sales? Well, I think if you implement what I'm going to show you in this video in the next 20 minutes, if you implement these in your business, then you'll find yourself getting better results for all the time, money, and energy that you spend promoting your brand. This is one of the greatest opportunities happening in the marketplace today. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to show what the opportunity is, the loophole they found, how it fits into anybody who's doing any kind of online marketing, anyone who's a business owner, running an expert business. It's a loophole that's been sitting under all of our noses for the last 4 or 5 years. And it's here today. You're going to find out what it is. And after you understand it, there'll be a couple of things. Number one, if you're a business owner, you can apply this to your business and you're going to see dramatic increase in sales, which is cool for the business owner. Now, for those that don't have a business yet and you're trying to figure out what's your big opportunity, what's the thing that you can be using to really explode your online business? Well, I'm going to show you how you can literally take this principle that you're going to learn about today and turn it into your very own agency. I know, because as you may or may not know, the new version of Clickfunnels 2.0, the core foundation is built around this concept of the sales funnel hubs. So that means that every new customer to the 2.0 platform, which eventually is going to be hundreds of thousands of people, they will need to have a sales funnel hub built. And what's really amazing about Clickfunnels 2.0, that it's no longer just about building funnels, but you can build your sites, your funnels, your blogs, your courses, your membership areas. It has email automation. It integrates with Facebook. It has an affiliate management system. It has AI built into it. It integrates with Facebook, and that's just the beginning because there's more to come. So it really eliminates the need for at least 4 other softwares that originally had to be connected as an integration. And that's just the beginning. At the time of this recording, this video, they're releasing new features at the rate of about 4 to 5 updates weekly. So stay tuned. It's truly going to be the best funnel building website platform ever. Oh, and before I forget, another great thing about Clickfunnels becoming truly an all-in-one platform is that you can do it for yourself, and you can start doing this for other influencers, for other businesses, for authors, for local companies, and it literally can become a business overnight. And that's what I'm excited about. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. You are in the perfect place today. In this video, I'll be covering why sales funnel hubs, why now, and why you. You're going to understand this industry. I'm going to show you some amazing examples. You'll leave this video excited about what a sales funnel hub can do for you in your business. If you're already in the game, you're going to fine tune it. So get ready for the unfair advantage. If you're brand new, you're going to be like, I need one of those. Yeah, I need one of those. If you're thinking to yourself, I have no idea what you're talking about, I don't know if I need this, then thank you for tuning in. This is going to switch your mind about websites, and you'll never be able to look at websites the same way again. Because I know one thing that we can all agree on. Now, we are entrepreneurs because we know that our product or service is something that market needs. It's something that if they knew and discovered, that they would knock over chairs to get to. Now, we know this, and that's why we take this risk. We spend this time to bring our products, our services to the market. But there's an unforeseen enemy out there that is blocking us. It's preventing us from making that big impact, and simultaneously at the same time, preventing us from realizing, having the income and the impact that we know we deserve. And it's not your fault. You just haven't been given the right instructions and the right tools to prevent that from happening. And that's the enemy that the sales funnel hub will defeat. Now, without further ado, let's go inside my laptop to show you the presentation. So welcome to Sales Funnel Hub Secrets. And in this video, I'll show you how to use sales funnel hubs to overcome the trust tipping point and defeat the #1 enemy that's secretly blocking and preventing your funnel sales. My name is Mark, and I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I help business owners and entrepreneurs leverage the power of sales funnels to build the lifestyle business of their dreams. So if that's you, welcome to the Sales Funnel Hub Secrets. So I'm a sales and marketing geek. I'm also a funnel geek. I've spoken on stages about funnel hacking. I'm a regular at the annual Funnel Hacking Live, rubbing elbows with some of the most successful funnel builders on the planet. And I've personally built hundreds of funnels for everyone from coaches to consultants to authors, content creators, affiliate marketers, mega influencers. And I'm currently going for the title of the Funnel Migration King, as we're currently migrating more and more people over to the Clickfunnels 2.0 platform. If you want to check out my migration offers, feel free to look for a link around this video somewhere to get more details. Now, what if I told you that when it comes to online marketing and selling your products and services, that doubt and skepticism is at an all-time high? It probably wouldn't be hard to believe, right? I mean, have you ever been shopping yourself and had doubts about whether you wanted to get a product or service or not? Okay. Now, this is how most people think conversions happen. Most people think that you're driving traffic, you're doing Facebook ads, you're doing Google ads, Bing ads, SEO, you're making reels on IG, on TikTok, you're doing interviews on podcasts. People are telling other people to go check you out. And I even know people that are doing bus bench ads, like local business mailers that show up in your mailbox. So you're doing a lot of things that are all ultimately meant to promote your business, drive eyeballs, and push people back to your funnels so you can make sales and make a profit, right? And that sends them back. So most people think you send them back here and they'll go to your funnel. And then if you have a good funnel, then anywhere from 1 to 5, 6, 7, 8% of people are going to buy, right? Okay, so that's what a sales funnel is. So in this example, 4% of the people buy, which is pretty great, right? You can make great profit from that. And it's interesting is that only 4% of the people bought. So that means that a whopping 96% of people did not buy. So if I'm doing all of this stuff and I'm doing it right, then why are only 4% of people buying, right? So what happens to the other 96%? Now, in a perfect world, you'd enter the funnel and you'd have on blinders, right? And you're going through this process. And if your funnel was the only factor, you'd have 100% conversion rate, right? But the reality is you're getting 4% because people are seeing your message and then they are pulling back. You know, they're taking a step out of your funnel to verify and confirm that what they're about to do, the action they're about to take is the right decision. They say to themselves, you know, before I buy this, maybe I should do a little bit more research, right? Maybe I should go check this person out or check their product or their service out to see if they can actually do what they claim they can do, or to see if the product can do what it claims to do. So what do? They say, ooh, who is this mental marketer guy? So they go into Google, they go online and they search, or they're searching to see if you're legit. They're looking for reviews, credibility, and all sorts of stuff. And what they find will ultimately help them to form an opinion and make them decide whether or not they're going to buy from you. This is what's referred to as the shadow sales funnel. I'm going to give you an example from my own personal life. I was looking for a dryer vent cleaner, right? I have properties that I own and I needed to clean out the dryer vents. I couldn't find anybody online. So I found this company from an advertisement and it said dryer vent cleaning, $99. Whoa. I said to myself, this is what I want. This is what I need. This was like the perfect advertisement for me. But what did I do? I said, this is too hard to believe. Let me do some research. So I looked at the ad and then I backed out and I looked for reviews because I want to see what other people experience was. So I eventually stepped back. I did some research on my own. I got more information, looked at more reviews, and then I was ready to make a decision. This is what's happening when people come to your websites. And it's the shadow funnel that is casting a shadow over your sales. So if I hadn't found what I was looking for when I backed out, I would never have booked an appointment. So when you back out, you're just wanting to get more information. It's not saying it's bad, but you need to be prepared for that. The shadow sales funnel is created, this shadow from all of the traffic that you are sending to your funnels, and they are backing out. And now I know that I promised to defeat the number one enemy that's secretly blocking and preventing your funnel sales. But once you understand and implement what I'll show you in this video, you'll look at the shadow sales funnel as the number one opportunity to generate more sales in your funnel. In fact, you'll want people to discover you. You'll want to get to the point where you want people to look you up. You want them to Google you. You want them to research you. You want them to do a deep dive, because as long as you follow exactly the proven principles that I show you in this video, when they look you up, they'll see the exact information they need to help them to make a decision in your favor. When they look you up, they'll see the exact information they need. Now, as my friend Alex Hormozy says in his book, $100 million Offers, you want to make it unreasonable for them not to work with you, because you'll be giving them the exact information they need to go over the trust tipping point. So you say, what is meant by the trust tipping point? So if you understand what's happening, is people have doubt and skepticism before pulling out the credit. I hope you're enjoying this video. Do you know how everyone wants to use this computer and the internet in front of us today to start and grow their business online? And it's completely understandable, because right now we have an amazing opportunity in front of us. It's the best time in history ever to take what you know or what you've created and turn your passion into a profitable online business. Where most people go wrong is thinking that they can open a website or go to Amazon or eBay or Shopify or Etsy until they realize that those things are a lot harder than they initially thought. Believe me, I've been there. It's full of competition. You have to pay to play, and you'll be starving to make any profits after all the fees they charge. Well, I don't do any of those things. I own my own assets, and that way I become a niche of one, making my offerings unique. So there's no competition. I do this by leveraging the power of sales funnels, which is actually what the major companies are doing anyway. Walmart, Target, Amazon, they're all doing it. I just do it on a smaller scale. When I first came into the online space, I went through the Clickfunnels 30-day one funnel away challenge, and that pulled back the curtains and it showed me the secrets and how to leverage sales funnels to grow a business. Well, good thing for you, that 30-day challenge that cost $100, by the way, has now been condensed down to a 5-day challenge, and it's free. Although I do recommend upgrading to the VIP for a small fee, because when you upgrade, you'll get over $8,000 worth of bonuses, plus this awesome swag box delivered straight to your door with t-shirts and books. Just go to the site you see on the screen below and register. By the end of this challenge, you'll know the secret strategies being used by thousands of entrepreneurs to grow their business to 7 figures or more, and receiving the Clickfunnels to Comma Club award. So get registered, go through the training, and I'll see you on the stage collecting your very own 2 Comma Club award. Now, let's get back to the video. So if we think about what needs to happen in our sales funnel to eliminate this skepticism and remove this doubt, to recapture this audience, it's 2 things. Once we eliminate the skepticism, second, we need to build trust. So we can look at skepticism as a mountain that needs to be climbed. And once you've reached the peak, the tipping point of trust, then the other side is downhill, because the trust has been built. And we've all experienced this. Whenever you're thinking about buying something, and maybe you read that one last review and it resonates with you so much that you're practically running to go hit that buy button. You're excited to make the purchase because you found something that you think is going to solve an issue or a problem for you. Now, one thing to know is, because everyone is going to be at a different point along that trust tipping point journey, We want to be able to meet them wherever they are and walk them up the mountain of skepticism. You want to do this with your content. Some people, the ones that are going to be pretty low down at the bottom of this mountain of skepticism, maybe it's the first time they've ever heard of you, and they're probably the furthest away from buying from you, right? Now they're going to go online and they're going to search for your name, your company name, your product name, your service name. They're just trying to figure out who you are. No one will say it, but human nature is trained to look for red flags. It's almost like they turn into this lawyer, this attorney, and they're trying to build a case. And they don't know, they don't care whether the case is to buy your product or to not buy your product. They just want to feel confident in the decision that they do make. So they start looking for evidence, and actually they start looking for dirt in a lot of cases, right? The keywords that they search for are going to change a little bit. Now they're looking for, is the mental marketer legit? Is the mental marketer a scam? Is the mental marketer a ripoff? They're trying to find that dirt so they can make the best decision and build a more solid case one way or the other, because either one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to build a solid case and the case is closed and they're going to move on. They're going to say, oh no, this is not what I wanted, and they're going to just move on. Or they're going to reach that trust tipping point and they're going to say, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is going to solve my problem. And they're going to convert and be a lifelong customer of yours. Now, the second level of people are the ones that are just about halfway up there. They've searched, they haven't found anything bad on you, but they still want to see what others have to say. What experience have others had? And these are the ones that are going to look for your ratings and reviews. And you want to be able to show them that you're legitimate and that you have 4 to 5 stars in your business, and you want them to be able to find this. Don't just want to have all of these 4 and 5 star reviews. You want them to be findable so that when someone does search for you, they can see that you can provide the solution and you can do it excellently. Then some people are closers and they're right there on the edge, and they're just need to nudge them over. If you ever run a webinar and you had someone that just says, hey, just send me the buy link, just send me the buy link. They've experienced whatever your sales process is. So they already know they're going to be looking for testimonials. They're going to be looking for testimonials or people that look just like them to say that they did it, then I can do it too. And then once that tipping point has been reached and they're ready to join you and your movement, now you want to walk them down the slope of trust. You don't want them to slide down the slope of trust. You want to walk them down. Have them be able to pick up right at the perfect spot that's right for them. So just for example, I've done searches for someone and then you land on their high ticket $25,000 mastermind retreat. Now, I may not be ready to do all of that just meeting you, right? But I may be ready for your $7 ebook or your $100 97 course. So you want to be able, everyone's not ready for that same high level mastermind. So you want to be able to walk them down and give them the option to pick at just the right point for them. This is important. So the question becomes, how do you guide your customer along this path and take them on this journey online? How can you guide your customers to overcome that trust tipping point and defeat the number one enemy, the shadow funnel that's secretly blocking and stealing all of your sales? Because if you don't take them on this journey, they're going to take their own journey, okay? There's no telling where they'll end up, but more than likely, they'll end up in the 96% that aren't buying anything and just leaving your website. And the answer is the Sales Funnel Hub. And it's the number one job of a funnel hub is to take that attention, all of that work that you're doing to bring in traffic to your site to you, but you want to overcome that trust tipping point and get them back into your sales funnel, the appropriate sales funnel just for them. And that's what the Funnel Hub is all about. It's about strategically building out your online presence to grab people out of the shadow funnel. And I want to make it unreasonable for them not to work with me. I want people to come back to my sales funnel hub. And if they weren't convinced before, I want these pages to convince them. I want it to grab them and convert them. Get them on your email list, get them as a subscriber, get them reading your newsletter, and move them through your value ladder, okay? So that's the strategy behind all of this. And that's where most traditional websites fail, right? So make sure to stick around until the end, because I'll let you know how you can steal the ideas from what I call my 10 most wanted sales funnel hub list. These are, I funnel hacked the 10 hottest sales funnel hubs and created a swipe file for you so that you can steal those same swipe files. And I want to walk you through the strategy as well, okay? When we look at the sales funnel hub, the sales funnel hub is a funnel-driven website. In my opinion, it's the absolute best of both worlds. I get excited just talking about it because you have your direct response marketing with the funnels, and then you have your brand marketing with the web presence. And the brand marketing is going to build that trust. It's going to build that trust and that know, like, and trust in different pages. Now, you may wonder, how is this sales funnel hub different than a traditional website, and what goes into it? Over the next few slides, I want to show you the difference and show you the concept behind it and the strategies behind it and the important elements that need to be there in order for it to work effectively. Now, a website versus a sales funnel, just the content strategy. And now when we talk about websites, most people think about websites from this perspective. It's a hierarchical nature where you have your homepage up here and everything else kind of falls underneath it. Now, websites that are organized this way are great for branding, but it sucks when it comes to making any sales or getting anyone to actually sign up to be a lead or really just to take any action at all, because it's more like a choose your own adventure, right? And the outcome at the end of that adventures most times is not what we want, because it doesn't result in somebody taking their wallet out of their pocket or signing up and joining us on our mission and signing up and getting this thing that's going to help them solve that problem. So I want to take a moment to kind of reorient your thinking if you've ever thought of a website from this perspective. So I want to give you a new way to look at it. So what's the difference between a traditional website and a funnel hub? Well, it looks like a website, right? But it's strategically built different than a website, right? And you're going to see in just a moment what's at the core of the strategy for a funnel hub. And if you're a Russell Brunson fan, I'm sure you're going to appreciate what's at the core of it. And it's this that's in the center of everything we do, of every page we create, of every message we put out. We want to make sure that it's pointing back to one thing, and those are your funnels. Your funnels are the number one place to take that casual visitor and turn them into leads, and someone who's more than that, but a paying customer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you exactly where the strategy came from and walk you through page by page exactly and show you what those pages are and really break down what the funnel hub content strategy is all about. Now, the principles of a funnel hub are actually based off of this book right here, Expert Secrets, my favorite of the trilogy, and the title says it all. It's the underground playbook for converting your online visitors into lifelong customers. If you don't have this book, then the rest of this video is pointless. It won't mean anything, or it may not make sense to you. For you to really master this, I'd highly recommend grabbing the Expert Secrets book. I recommend this to every single person that will listen to me and hear my voice, because this is where you're going to learn the psychology, the principles, the strategy, and the tactics. And the better you get at understanding and mastering this stuff, the more success you're going to have inside of your funnels. If you've read any of the books in the trilogy series, Expert Secrets is by far my favorite, and .com Secrets is all about the different funnel types and how to structure your funnels, value ladder, upsells, downsells. Traffic Secrets talks all about how to get the traffic into your funnels, whether you're blogging, video, Google. It's the traffic strategies. But Expert Secrets, it's the Bible for how to communicate inside and outside of your funnels. And this is what converts the visitors in your funnel. If there was one book that you could be successful online, how to communicate your movement, persuade people to take the action that you want them to take, that's the whole premise of this book. And it's genius what Mike and AJ did to take the principles that Russell talks about in this book and weave them throughout the pages of your funnel. It's not set up like a random website, but it takes everything you learned in this book about movement, how to build the attractive character, all the difference he talks about getting your message out there, and he weaves them into the copy, into the pages, to the videos, right? It's strategically taking all the things you need to do to be able to create a movement of people who are going to pay you for your advice, buy your products, and buy your services, and it weaves those things into a funnel. Funnel Hub strategy number one is just establishing credibility. And what have we learned from the Expert Secrets book about establishing credibility? Is be the attractive character, the hero's two journeys. You have the origin story, the epiphany bridge story. You have character flaws, be polarizing, stand for something. These are all things that are talked about deep in the Expert Secrets book. And now you can weave these proven concepts into your funnel hub. And how do you do that? Well, that happens with a couple of different pages. One is your about page or your attractive character page. And your second page is your social proof page. And that's where you might have reviews, case studies, and so on. So let's jump into the specific page, the about us and the attractive character. Now, first, we want to clearly identify the attractive character. Who is the person that they're doing business with? Who are the people that they're doing business with? And what is the story here? So we're including some personal introductions and things like that on this page. The second thing we want to do is share the hero's two journeys, the timelines. So think about your journey as being in business. What have you been through? What have been the ups and downs, the challenges, the wins? And this is the kind of stuff that we get to share on these pages. This is super important, and it's sharing value, what you stand for, and importantly, what you stand against. Those are the things that we want to make sure that are very clear. And this is different than many businesses have as an about us page, that they tend to be pretty bland and dry. But what we're doing is we're allowing people to see the inner workings behind the scenes of who you are and what you stand for. Matching values is something that cannot be underestimated. People will buy you and your values before they buy your product or service. Here are some examples. And these examples here, this is Garrett J. White, and he has beautiful photos that actually tell the story and create a timeline. It gives people a real window into who you are. Now, you might look at this page saying that looks just like a website, but again, it's all in the strategy. Above the fold, you're doing this, then you're doing this later down on the page, and then you have your call to action at the end. And that's what you can see here in this example with Garrett J. White's Funnel Hub. You can see his step-by-step journey that he's going through, what happened, and we want to share that story. So this way the people can connect with the movement and his mission and can really see themselves in that journey as well. Now, the second area that we want to look at with respect to building that credibility is the review hub. And this is a place where all of the reviews and credibility and testimonials about what you do live. On this page, you want to restate the big results, the big problem that you solve, because this is when somebody's at that point considering whether or not they want to move forward and move further down the funnel with you. So we want to make sure that they clearly understand what it is that you solve and what problems that you address. Different types of media that you're sharing, these reviews, text, images, screenshots, screenshot like crazy, video. Sometimes I do images with audio overlay. These are all different ways that people have different preferences or different formats that they like to look and read reviews. So if you can give them those different formats, those different types, that's going to cover more of your bases there. And finally, you want to make sure that there's reviews that represent the customer, the avatar, or the person that is coming here to view it. So when I'm looking at, or you might be looking at a review that you can identify with either one or more of the people that look just like you, and this person is having the same experience. So being sure that you're covering all of those different types of people, you want to have those different types of people in your reviews. And that's what the Review Hub is about. And here is an example of that here with Brian Delaney. Brian Delaney in his Funnel Hub, he's sharing specific case studies and reviews of a lot of different people in a lot of different formats, backgrounds, different walks of life that they have in the business that they run. So now let's look at Funnel Hub strategy number 2, and that is your movement. Then we look at expert secrets, and what do we learn from expert secrets about your movement? Well, we have your call to liberty, describe your culture, your future-based cause, your movement manifesto, and you want to justify failures, allay fears, and then you also want to throw rocks at the enemies. So now you can take these things and you can weave them into your Funnel Hub. Watch how we weave them into the pages of the Funnel Hub. That happens with the movement and throwing rocks, and the about, the movement pages, or the us versus them page, which is your about and your movement page. All right, so the movement tribe page is one that's really important because it's where we're putting our stake in the ground. We're putting our stake in the ground saying, listen, this is our group and this is our people. And a lot of us in the ClickFunnels community, we're funnel hackers, right? So we want to do the same thing through our Funnel Hub as well. This is what we stand for. Number 1 is name and identify your tribe. Call them out by name. Give them a name to identify themselves with. We are funnel hackers. Second is the us versus them. This is where you get to throw rocks at the things that your competitors are doing. And it's a great way to position those two different extremes. So that way people can understand what it is that you're really all about. And then take a stand. Share your manifesto. Like what you do, what do you stand for? Who do you help? Letting people read that and align with it is a great place to put that in your tribe, in your movement page. And then also addressing it like it's not your fault, that you're not alone. Many times, we can draw people in and bring them closer into us by letting them know the things and the decisions that have led them to fail in the past likely was not their fault, because they just haven't found the right information yet. And they're not alone. They're actually a tribe and a group of people here that have experienced the same things that you're now a part of. And this is an amazing thing that this page can accomplish. And lastly, I love this one because you can show your swag, like the t-shirts, the hats, whatever you have. Even if you don't have them, you can have pictures or the ones you plan to make, because these are the kind of things that really tie us together. What I want you to do is pay special attention on the swipe file and look at what Garrett J. White does with his swag. I think you'll find a nice tip on how to sell more of your swag from Garrett J. White's example in that Funnel Hub swipe file. Another example from Brian Delaney and his legacy building, helping the people in this community understand that, there is a pathway for them along with the business that he is in. And now Funnel Hub strategy number 3 is offers. And let's go back to expert secrets and say, what have we learned from expert secrets about offers? Let's see. Present your offers as a new opportunity. not an improvement offer, but do an opportunity switch. You want to have a value letter and list your value letter. And you also want to make lots of hooks and offers. And you want to leverage stories to sell these. They're all the principles that are now weaved inside of your funnel hub. And there are a couple of pages that we use for this. One is our lead magnets or the freebies page, and the other one is an actual program services and our value ladder page. Okay, so the first page we're going to look at is the service or the products or value ladder page. And I got to say that this is probably one of the most important aspects of the funnel hub, because this is where everything gets people back into your funnels. And we'll talk about that. So first is we want to call out the new opportunity at the top of this page. And we're specifically calling out what is making your service different. What is making your product different? Why is this something totally brand new compared to something that they might already be considering? We want to optimize this page for the people and meet them where they're at. So what that means is, people land here, they might be brand new into your world. So where should they go? Where would someone that might already be in many of your programs or bought many of your products, where should they go? So when we want to meet them where they're at, we want to make sure we get them into the funnel where they need to go. And speaking of that, we're linking directly back to the funnels where the magic happens, because we want the funnel hub to act as the funnel to get people back into the funnels. It's like a funnel to our funnels. I like that, right? And here's another example of that from Garrett J. White. And they have a lot of different steps in their value ladder where people can go depending on exactly where they at in the journey. And we want to make it really clear that those pathways are easy to get back into. And we link back to those funnels so that way people get to where they need to go. Now, the other page template inside of this area is our freebies or our lead magnet resource page. And this is similar to the pages that we just looked at, but these tend to be where maybe people earlier on in the journey start, because these tend to be your opt-ins, your lower ticket items. So this is just more ways to get them to the funnels. This is the opportunity for you to provide free value in exchange for them getting them on your list. And that's getting them on your list is something that you own. When we get someone who's a stranger on Facebook to suddenly opt into one of our funnels, they're now on our email list. And that's something we own, and we can continue to contact them again and again. And this tip is to give them your best stuff. This is not the place to hold back, because you want to make sure that you're linking out to the stuff that's providing actual and real value here. And now here are a couple examples that I love. One is from Krista Mayshore, and the other is from Garrett J. White. This is a great example of giving them free stuff so we can get them from being strangers on the internet to being on an email list where we can actually communicate with them. Krista Mayshore has her books so neatly planned, and Garrett J. White has these apps that are amazing, that when you opt in for them, you become a member of his email and mailing list. Now let's talk about the next one. This is Funnel Hub strategy number 4, which is all about publishing. One of my favorite topics. What have we learned from expert secrets about publishing? Publish, publish, publish. This is such a tremendous opportunity with all the different platforms. And this is where credibility is created. This is where your offers can be made through your publishing, through your podcast, through your YouTube channel, through your blog. So it's taking all these things and it's weaving it back into your funnel hub. It's where you enroll your tribe into your movement. It's an opportunity to communicate with people in the way that they prefer. So we're taking everything you publish and weaving into your funnel hub, okay? And how is this done? This is your content hub strategy. So this is really a place where all your content lives, right? This is where your blog is. It links to your Facebook communities and groups, your podcasts, your social media, all your channels. It's where the media mentions are listed. They're listed here as well. So we want to maybe even give them the opportunity to see behind the scenes a little bit. because this is a huge way to provide, when you're showing them behind the curtain, behind the scenes, being a little vulnerable, showing them who you are. But there's just another way to really build that credibility and that trust. And you also want to be consistent in your publishing. As you heard Russell say before, if you publish content for 365 days straight, you'll never have to work again. But you want to be consistent in publishing and make sure your feed is up to date. Another thing I love about this is an opportunity to cross promote other social channels, because each of us have different preferences when it comes to social media. Some people love YouTube or Instagram. Other people are into TikTok or Facebook. And when we can help them find those other platforms that they didn't know we were publishing on, that's a really powerful thing. When you have someone that's following you on Instagram and they didn't know you had a podcast. So when they come here, you're going to cross promote everything and get people to follow you on multiple channels. Now, here's a bonus that we didn't know about this page, is that when you're linking all these things together, this is what helps Google and other search engines associate your social media profiles, your funnels, your funnel hubs, and other sites as one thing. So that way, when those searches are happening, when people are looking for your brand name, your product, your service, that's what's going to help Google have another clue that these things all belong together. And suddenly you begin to start ranking at the top of Google for your specialty. Here's an example from Russell Brunson's Marketing Secrets Content Hub, where it makes it really easy for anybody to get to his podcast, to get to his blog, to get to the places where he is publishing. We've saved the best for last. This is oftentimes a place where people start when building a traditional website. But when it comes to building a funnel hub, we save it for the last, because we want everyone to understand that this is one of the most important pages, because it's what gets people into the other aspects of the funnel hub. And let's talk about that specifically. When you think of a home page, think of it like the front page of a newspaper or the front page of a news website. Job is to get people into other pages on the site or to further into that newspaper. And that's why we say the funnel hub is the central point at the crossroads of where your funnels, your publishing, and your reputation combine. So that way we can capture the traffic in the shadow sales funnel. So you want your best stuff here. You want to make it really easy for people to understand where to go, because we want to get them where they're going super quickly. As a matter of fact, we want to make sure that it passes a 2-second rule that they need to understand very quickly right off the bat from landing on your page, that they know that they're on the right spot, that you are capable and able to solve their problem with the question they have in their mind. And we want to make sure that we get them where they're going quickly. Again, this is a place where pictures can really communicate 1,000 words. It's important in the photography to communicate these things, and they can contribute in a really significant way. Here's Garrett J. White's movement page, and you can see, I'm going to tell you, there are some very unique things about this page that you can't see just from the image. But when you look at the swipe file, I point those things out, and I tell you exactly how to duplicate those things in your own sales funnel hub. So when you think about funnel hubs, I want you to think of it as this hub and spoke idea, right? This hub and spoke idea that the funnel is at the center of all the things that you're doing with your digital footprint. And it's what links out to your funnels. It's what ties all of your blogs, all of your social content together. So I'm super excited that you watched all the way until the end of this video, and you're about to jump into building your very first sales funnel hub. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. So to close, you'll want to check around this video for links to the tools and the resources that I've mentioned time to time in this video, and it's all designed to help you leverage the power of the Sales Funnel Hub and funnels to build the lifestyle business of your dream. Now, these are the core pages that you need for a funnel hub build, and you've seen the strategy behind each of them. So make sure you dive into those swipe files to see example of all these. So as you're building, you can look at the swipe files and be like, okay, I'm going to model this. Okay, I'm going to model this. I'm going to model this. And you take one from here that you like, and you take another thing from another one that you like, and you've got the swipe files to bring your unique swipe file available. And I do also have, you can check in the resources, because I've got some templates that will shortcut the process for you. So I've got the swipe file for you. And again, it goes into even more detail on each of those pages in the swipe file, how they work, things that you want to make sure that you include just to make it effective. And then you also have an opportunity to get all the funnel building training, the resources, the materials you need to actually sell these sales funnel hubs to clients for yourself, which is a huge extra bonus. So make sure you take advantage of everything. I'll leave the links. It's pretty awesome. I hope you enjoyed this strategy behind funnel hubs. Now, the next step for you is to go into Clickfunnels and build out your very own sales funnel hubs. It's called a site inside of Clickfunnels, but a site is basically building out your funnel hub. Other than that, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. If you're just starting out online, you're probably studying a lot. That's great. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? Well, that's also great. But the hardest part is figuring out how to communicate in a way that makes someone want to buy from you, and how you should sell to them, right? Well, that's also what I struggled with for a while, until I found the formula. So I created this free 5-day challenge called the Make More Money Marketing Challenge to get you on track with your marketing, and more importantly, the right sales scripts and processes to get it off the ground and getting people to take you up on your products, services, and your opportunities. You want to come? Well, there's small groups on purpose, so I can answer your direct questions for 5 straight days. You can hold your spot by going to www.thementalmarketer.com/4M challenge sign up. Again, that's thementalmarketer.com/4M challenge sign up. Check the site for dates and times. I'll see you on the inside.